Following Halloween Havoc 95, the WCW World Heavyweight Championship was held up due to the controversial finish in the title match between the Giant and Hulk Hogan. Hogan's then manager, Jimmy Hart, had arranged for the title to change hands via disqualification, and subsequently turned his back on him, costing him the match. The WCW Championship Committee stepped in and vacated the title shortly thereafter, putting it up for grabs in a 60-man battle royal. Sting suffered betrayal by both Ric Flair and his best friend, Lex Luger. First, Sting reluctantly joined Flair to face Arn Anderson and Brian Pillman. In the end, Flair turned on Sting to reconcile with Anderson and Pillman. Later, Luger aligned himself with Kevin Sullivan's Dungeon of Doom, rendering Randy Savage's initial mistrust of him well-founded, despite Sting's repeated denial. Before their World Championship bids in the Battle Royal, Luger goes one-on-one with Savage, while Sting and Flair clash once again. Johnny B. Bad took the television championship away from Diamond Dallas Page. In a rematch, the Diamond Doll is on the line, along with the title, as Chris Benoit challenges Kensuke Sasaki for the US title. Plus an all-women's tag team matchup in a take-fist match between Jim Duggan and Big Bubba Rogers at the first-ever WCW World War III. In the opening match, Johnny B. Bad defends the WCW Television Championship against the former champion DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. In addition to the title, the winner retains the services of the Diamond Doll. They struggle to the ground, where Bad throws DDP into the post. After that, he catches Page off guard with a Samoan drop and traps him with holds. Page responds by pulling his hair, but Bad does the same. After a fake out, Bad then scores a slingshot crossbody and Dallas falls out of the ring, where Bad makes an attempt to strike, but DDP uses the doll as protection. With a reverse pancake, Page is able to seize control until Bad executes an atomic drop and punches in response, and a sit-out powerbomb as well. Although DDP responds with a clothesline and some trickery, it is insufficient. Following that, DDP performs a few tilt-a-whirl maneuvers, but Bad catches him off guard with a head scissors takeover. They reverse through a tombstone and battle back and forth, and with the Bad mood and a slingshot leg drop, Bad retains the title in the services of the Diamond Doll. A taped fist match between Jim Duggan and Big Bubba Rogers is next. Duggan attacks Bubba before their match, and they fight into the ring, where the referee stops Duggan from using his 2x4. They exchange hits and eventually struggle to the ground and into a second ring. Bubba gets his head caught between the posts as Duggan punches him. Duggan then tries to attack Rogers, but Bubba escapes and counters with uppercuts and chokes, including a successful enziguri. Bubba focuses on Duggan's ribs until he blocks him. Rogers tapes Duggan's arm to the ropes, but Duggan manages to backdrop Rogers out of the ring. The match continues until Duggan knocks down Bubba with a running clothesline. However, VK Wall Street appears, and when Duggan tries to use his 2x4, Wall Street throws a chain into the ring. Bubba uses the chain to defeat Duggan and win the match. An all-women tag team match follows, as the team of Bull Nakano and Akira Hokuto, with Sonny Ono, take on Mayumi Ozaki and Cutie Suzuki. Bull and Akira team up to attack their opponents, using aggressive tactics like hair pulling and choking. They mock Cutie for not tagging in while Bull Nakano tries to endure the assault. Ozaki fights back with a DDT and tags in Suzuki. The two counterattack, putting Bull and Akira in half crabs, but Cutie accidentally hits her partner. Bull responds with a powerbomb but fails a moonsault. Ozaki and Suzuki take advantage and hit flying stomps. Bull successfully blocks their double suplex attempts, and the fight escalates into a brawl, with Cutie and Mayumi executing stereo hurricane ranas. Ozaki performs a bridging half Nelson suplex, but Akira retaliates harshly. Hokuto surprises everyone with a missile dropkick followed by a somersault planche outside. Bull and Akira attempt a doomsday device, but Cutie intervenes. After dealing with Cutie, Bull secures victory with a flying leg drop. The next bout is for the United States Championship. Kensuke Sasaki defends against Chris Benoit. Both men exchange strong chops and kicks before starting a test of strength. They go back and forth until Sasaki delivers strong strikes and slams. Benoit tries to avoid him, but Sasaki catches him with a press slam. Benoit counters by sending Sasaki to the floor and performing a dive. He follows with a snap suplex and a triangle choke. Sasaki then catches Benoit in a power slam, but he counters with rolling German suplexes and reverses a tombstone, followed by a flying headbutt. Benoit then performs a Super Frankensteiner, but Sasaki retaliates with a power bomb. Benoit blocks a submission before they trade clotheslines. In the end, Sasaki wins with a brainbuster. Next, Lex Luger and Randy Savage meet in a rematch from Halloween Havoc. Savage chokes Luger on the ropes and pushes him into the corner. Luger surprises Savage with a kick, but he responds with a clothesline. Savage puts Luger in a Boston Crab, but he breaks free, leading to a brawl on the floor where Savage slams Luger into the railing. Savage rolls Luger back into the ring and hits him with a flying elbow, but Jimmy Hart distracts the referee. Savage tries to throw Luger into Hart, but misses. The fight goes back outside where Luger puts Savage in the torture rack, with Hart reminding him to return to the ring. Luger then puts Savage in an armbar, and Randy passes out, leading the referee to declare Luger the winner. After the match, Luger maintains the hold on Savage until Sting arrives to stop him. Luger stops and leaves the ring, and Sting checks on Savage's condition. Sting takes on Ric Flair in the next match. Sting and Flair engage in a tough match where Sting uses punches, press slams, and clotheslines. Flair tries to gain an advantage by moving around the ring and luring Sting in, but Sting withstands Flair's attacks. After missing a Stinger splash and crashing into the guardrail, Sting falls victim to Flair's dirty tactics, including eye rakes and low blows. Flair wears down Sting and distracts the referee while throwing him out of the ring. He continues his assault by attacking Sting's face until applying the figure 4 hold. Sting eventually counters this hold, absorbs more strikes, and retaliates with press slams and a superplex. He then puts Flair in the Scorpion Deathlock, leading to a submission victory. The main event of the First World War III Battle Royal was for the vacant WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan focused on getting rid of one-man gang, but Hogan chose to help Sting and Lex Luger eliminate the Giant instead. In the end, Hogan eliminated all 3 men, leaving himself, Savage, and Gang as the last 3 competitors. While the referee, Randy Anderson, was distracted by Savage eliminating Gang, the Giant pulled Hogan out of the ring. Hogan went to fight the Giant, but Anderson saw him on the floor and ended the match, declaring Savage the winner and the new champion, despite Hogan's protests. In the aftermath of World War III, Johnny B. Bad granted the Diamond Doll freedom, but she opted to remain with him as his valet. Hulk Hogan, frustrated by the conclusion of the Battle Royal, began acting uncharacteristically, demanding a review of the decision, and later attacking the Giant, leading to a suspension for the remainder of 1995. WCW would rekindle its relationship with New Japan Wrestling at Starrcade 95, with a best-of-7 series of contests between WCW and NJPW. The winner would be the recipient of the International World Cup. Randy Savage and Ric Flair resumed their bitter rivalry. Now, with the title at stake, they would trade back and forth for the following months, and well into 1996.